Welcome back to Bruins Game Reactions. Boston Bruins win 6-3 over the Montreal Canadiens in their centennial game. Today marks 100 years of Bruins hockey, and with that comes 20 Stanley Cup final appearances, 6 Stanley Cup wins, and a lot of wins, a lot of goals, and a lot of fun times, as it was in today's game. No real complaints in this one. Here were the lineups for tonight. Mark McLaughlin and Jordan Osterley come in. It would have been Tyler Johnson coming out, and Andrew Peeke also coming out. Peeke hasn't had the best couple last games. I wonder if he's still maybe dealing with a bit of that injury. But I mean, the Bruins hung 6 on Montreal this time. Both times they've played them this season. And overall, it was a fairly well-rounded game. Boston gave up the blue line a little too easy a couple times, but I mean, for the most part, there wasn't much to be desired in this one. You kind of beat up on a bad team, and hopefully momentum can build after that. So, and with that, we're going to get right into the first period. First period of the Boston Bruins centennial game kicks off, and for the first about maybe 15 minutes, the hockey gods were well on Boston's side, actually kind of for the whole period. Mike Matheson rips one off the bar and just barely beats Swayman on it, but off the post and deflected wide. And then Nick Suzuki also had a chance, maybe 5 minutes before that, and his stick snapped on the shot. And so, shot went wide, play continues on. As for the rest of the period, Boston got 3 goals in 1 minute and 10 seconds from Charlie McAvoy, David Pastrnak, and Charlie Coyle, 2 of which desperately needed a goal. The Charlie McAvoy goal, just a thing of beauty, doing it all by himself. Was able to pull Caden Primo out from his net, comes down from the point with it. Primo gets caught on the side of his post as McAvoy is circling around the net, wraps it around, tucks it in, and to Caden Primo's credit, almost stopped him there. The Montreal defense was really light on that play, though. Kind of let McAvoy do whatever he wanted, and he took it in for a goal. And that put the Boston Bruins up 1-0 midway through this frame. And then probably less than a minute later, David Pastrnak gets one. Puck's in Boston zone. Jordan Osterley flips it up. Pastrnak deflects it. And I want to say it was Caden Gooley who recovered the puck but couldn't maintain control with it. And Pastrnak picked his pocket and took it down to the net by himself. Took a shot, bounced off Caden Primo. Zacha and Geehy, I believe, both had attempts at it at the rebound. And Zacha got the puck around back behind the net, out to Pastrnak. And yeah, he was able to rip one home for the second goal of the game. And then less than a minute later, obviously again, Charlie Coyle gets another one. Mark Kaslick coming down the wing, takes it, shoots, bounce off of Caden Primo, grabs his own rebound, and then nearly grabs a second rebound, but Coyle gets it out in front and just beats Caden Primo over the glove to make it 3-0 Boston. And it was at that point that Marty St. Louis called a timeout. And from that point on, throughout the rest of the period, Montreal was a lot more active on the puck. They were a lot more in the game. Obviously, it's a Boston-Montreal game in the regular season, in the playoffs even. There were a lot of hits in the first period. A lot of big hits as well. No penalties, though, which is shocking considering the history these teams have in the regular season. 20,000 plus penalty minutes in 700 games. I did the math on that. Ended up being about 23 and a half minutes a game. And yeah, that was kind of that's it for the first period. And heading into the second, Boston up to 3-0. Second period was the period of Bruins hockey from the mid 2010s, or I guess from the 2010s in general. Nikita Zadorov takes a early 2-minute minor for puck over glass, and Charlie McAvoy is able to capitalize on the shorty. Comes down in on a breakaway and just pulls Caden Primo one side to the other, roofs it on him, puts Boston up 4-1. Then about halfway through the frame, Lane Hudson ends up blows a tire and takes down a Bruins player. And then with that, Arbor Xhekaj decided to cross-check Trent Frederick, and Mark Kaslik took exception to that. And with that, both of them got 10 in a game. And Boston comes out of that with a power play. Unfortunately, doesn't do much with it. And yeah, that does it for penalties. Jeremy Swayman took a shot at Nick Suzuki in this one. And I don't hate it because you're up 4-1. But I don't like it because it's not his job. As much as I love it, I would rather him not do it. But, I mean, he's known to do this, so nothing's going to stop him until the refs actually call it. Yeah. So, coming to the end of the period, Kirby Dach, took a dig at Jeremy Swayman after he covered the puck, and just all 5 Bruins players on the ice collapsed in on him. Everyone ended up grabbing someone. Pile got split up, no penalties. Rarely happens in that kind of scrum. But that's the kind of play that I want to see them start making more. If someone touches your goalie, you get in there and you fight cleanly, as clean as you can, and make sure that they know that that's not okay to do, and that's something that they haven't been doing a lot this year. Now, for the Arbor Xhekaj goal, before he got tossed out of this game, Nick Suzuki was in Swayman's crease. I mean, he wasn't preventing him from doing his job, but boy, that was right on the edge. Ended up going right off of Nick Suzuki, actually. They said on the broadcast. And I just don't quite understand why... Sorry, I understand why that wasn't goalie interference, but the defense in front of the net really let that one slip. And unfortunately, that is what's going to happen from time to time. Shots in this game are dead even at 20 apiece. And, I mean, heading into the third, you got a 3-goal lead. Lock this one down. Like, you've shown you can do it with Joe Sacco at the helm. Go out there, lock it down, play some offense, maybe try to get one more. But right now, if this game were to end the way it is, I wouldn't complain. And with that, we head into the final 20 minutes of this game. Third period kicks off, and Charlie Coyle gets a goal 21 seconds in on a great turnover by Cole Koepke. Comes in 3-on-2, feeds Coyle right in the slot, and Coyle rips it home for his second goal of the game. That then putting both Coyle and McAvoy on hat-trick watch for the remainder of this game. Unfortunately, neither one of them got it. McAvoy came close on the empty net. And then Montreal got 2 goals back-to-back in fairly quick succession. First one coming from Heineman, I think. I hope that's his name. Kind of catches the Bruins changing and just has enough time to get set up. Rips one by Swayman. You want him to have that one. But 1 goal every 10 shots isn't something to complain about. And then Cole Caulfield gets his second of the game a few minutes later. And I don't know. I mean, that's one. Great players are going to get great goals, and that's what that one was. Unfortunately, Swayman didn't have much of a chance due to how many people were in front. And yeah, Cole Caulfield was able to find a way. That puts him up to, I believe, 17 goals on the season. I mean, he's having a heck of a year for how bad that team is. And then, yeah, Charlie Coyle, Cole Koepke got the empty netter. Charlie McAvoy was coming down late, had a chance, but Koepke got the goal to secure the win. And yeah, this game ends 6-3 in Boston. Hoping they can keep this momentum rolling. Obviously got shut out the game after they scored 6 last time. Let's see if they can do something different about this one. And yeah, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. Click like if you like, click subscribe if you enjoyed. And we head into this week on high spirits.